Thank you for the invitation to join this virtual exhibition organized by the government of Indonesia in order to pursue some actions and to show to the different stakeholders the sustainable action on vegetable oil production worldwide. In my case, I'm representing Argentine edible oil industry, and I will share with you a couple of some information regarding the sustainable vegetable oil production, focused particularly in Argentina on soybean oil. As you see here in the first chart, Argentina is the third world supplier of soybean meal and also the third world supplier of soybean oil. In addition, Argentina is also a large country of agriculture production and exporter of different grains and byproducts. In Argentina, edible oil and soybean industrial complex is one of the main economic sectors. So sustainability shouldn't be also seen as part of the environmental protection, but also as part of the economic and social impact. In this regard, this year, the sector will represent around $40 billion of export, more than 4,650 vessels selling of export going from Argentina, 55,000 employees and 22 port, terminal, and crushing plant, and 3.2 million tax ships annually. If we see what is the main characteristics of the soybean crushing cluster, in Argentina we are focused on over the Paraná River. Paraná River is the main highway of export of grains and also edible oils. We have 22 ports and 35 kilometers at Paraná River in what we call Rosario area. Also, around 350 kilometers, we have 50% of annual production, which reduces a lot the level of greenhouse emissions due to the fact that we have more than 50% of our soybean production, close to 650 kilometers. We have two different environmental programs in place. The first one is in reference to the second biomass of Latin America after Amazonas, which is Gran Chaco. Gran Chaco represents in Argentina 52% of the total area. Gran Chaco in Argentina is the same territory of France. It has a great diversity of environment, and it also is a territory of indigenous communities. We have mapped out since 2008 till 2018 under a program called Agro Ideal program, which you can go through a web page. It is free access, and in a transparent manner we present all the information and data regarding Gran Chaco region in Argentina. We have mapped out 315 indigenous communities, 500 bird species, more than 150 mammal species, 3,400 plant species, and it represents 52 million hectares of preserved forest. In Argentina, there is a law, the national law, which protects native forests with three different environmental risks. In red areas and yellow areas, there is no authorization for planting or any crops, but there are some kind of authorization to plant and to grow crops in green areas. We have mapped out and we confirm that there is a very low level of deforestation in Gran Chaco region due to the fact that soy production. In the total area, we only have 0.09% of the total area of Gran Chaco caused by the soybean production. In this regard, we are planning to reach in 2025 zero level of deforestation caused by production of soybean in the country, and particularly in Gran Chaco region. That's why we launched in 2020 our national platform called BSEC. The idea is having on board all the grain farmer unions, all the grain exporters, but also environmental NGOs. Then you will see Nature Conservancy, Tropical Forest Alliance, and many others that are joining this initiative and working together. We have 5 commitments. The commitment, the first is that all the soybean exporters will not buy any soybean produced in any area of production or farm of production that would apply any kind of deforestation. We will provide a web page and a different way to share information in a transparent way. We will introduce some protocol on traceability, monitoring, and reporting, and it will be implemented and adopted by the full value chain in Argentina. There are different steps. We are currently working on the national protocol for monitoring, reporting, and certification. And finally, we will provide information for importers, economic operators in any country of destination of our export, for edible oil, soybean edible oil, but also for the other products. Besides that, we have launched also an additional program, which is the Argentine Carbon Neutral Program, dedicated for food, beverage, and bioenergies. This has been launched also in 2019. And right now we have already end all the work done by different value chains. The first one was oilseed, soybean, including vegetable oil. The second one is corn and sorghum. And then we already finished on wheat, and we are working on dairy. What we have in Argentina 2 different tools. The first one is carbon footprint calculation manual. All of these manuals have been done on real value emission factors. And also we developed a good environmental practice manual for all kind of farmers in Argentina. This is just an example that you can see here, the case of wheat, where we already collected all the information. This collection is free of access without any cost for farmers, inland elevators, milling plants, and also exporters to take this information and then bring information on carbon balance of production in Argentina. We have different labelings, and also we have surveillance, third parties, independent third parties that are given by auditing all the guarantees needed for importers and economic operators worldwide. So we have in Argentina these 2 programs with the idea to promote sustainable edible oil as part of the global food and feed produce.